Hello friends, hope you're well. In this video, I want to talk about how to apply and acquire a license to operate a home healthcare business in the great state of Michigan. What I encourage you guys to do when you're doing your research on getting all the information for the state of Michigan is to rely on ChatGPT. Artificial intelligence is here, guys, and you need to use it. Let me share my screen and I'll show you exactly how I got all this information for the state of Michigan and how easy it is. This is something that you couldn't do 2 years ago. All I had to do was enter in a prompt. I've entered in a prompt, just a question, asking ChatGPT to give me the information that I want. So in this case, I'm asking for a step-by-step process as well as the cost to start. If you look over here, it says ChatGPT took 10 minutes and 51 seconds to acquire all this information. So this is incredible, guys. This is version 5 of ChatGPT that I'm using because it just literally launched last week. This information, all it is, all this would have taken me a couple of days to acquire. So 2 years ago, or even just last year, I'd have had to go to Google, enter in a bunch of search queries, get a bunch of links to show up, and then click on different links. But thanks to ChatGPT, everything is in one place. So I do have good news. The good news is the state of Michigan does not issue a state home health agency license. However, you still need an LLC. So you can pay your taxes, obviously, to the federal government and to the state of Michigan. So you do get your LLC or your S Corp, whatever you choose to do. And there's all the information here on how to do just that. The other thing I've noticed is whenever you are running or applying for a license to operate a home health agency, whether it's in Michigan or other states, they almost always try and get you to apply for Medicare billing. As you can see right here, it says, if you want to serve Medicare and or Medicaid beneficiaries, you'll need federal certification enrollment and to meet program rules. I am not a fan of billing for Medicare for this main reason, which is because of the big beautiful bill that just got passed several weeks ago. The payouts for the services that you have to offer is going to get capped at a certain amount of money. So it's kind of like minimum wage. Look at how minimum wage is now going up. It's the same thing for Medicaid and Medicare. So if you're going to file any claims for Medicare, just know they don't care whether there's inflation. The cost of bread can go up to $40, $50, but they're still going to pay you the same amount in 2-3 years. That's exactly what's happening. So instead, what I encourage you guys to do is to focus on private paying clients. There's so many wealthy neighborhoods over there, so many wealthy people in the state of Michigan, especially those retirees that have deep pockets. Those are the ones that you should be serving, and they should be paying you privately, out of pocket. So there's several ways to do this. The first is you have to market to these people so that you can grab their attention. The second thing you need to do is to learn how to convince them to do business with you. So I've already created a sales training program that is really, really good. I want you to watch the second part of this video so you can understand how good it is and how the sales script works. Hello friends, hope you're well. In this video, I want to talk about how to convince a wealthy client over the phone to do business with you. And this starts when a lead comes in through your marketing channel. So let's assume you're running Google advertising, TV commercials, and this rich, wealthy client in a rich neighborhood schedules time on your calendar. Then you call that rich client and convince them to do business with you. I'm going to do a role-playing exercise with one of my top students who's already conducted my sales training. She's reading through a script that I've already created, and the script is really good at this point. And I think she nailed it. So let's get into it. Hello, this is Mr. Bill.
Hello, Mr. Bill. This is Ebony with Home Care Services. How are you today?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you so much for calling me back. I don't think you guys ever call people back, you know?
Of course, you are so welcome, and we do call everyone back because everyone is a priority to us. Is now a good time to talk still?
Yeah, in fact, I blocked out this 1 hour because it's really important to me. But after this, and I got a trip to Maui, so I got a jet on the plane to Maui.
Yeah, Yes, that's amazing. So I'm not going to take up too much of your time, as I know you want to go ahead and get your vacation started. So I will start off by asking you a few questions about your situation to see if we are a good fit. Is that okay?
Sure.
All right, perfect. So if you could just tell me a little bit about your uncle.
Yeah, so my uncle just had hip surgery, and this guy, he lives by himself, and his wife passed. You know how that goes. He doesn't trust too many people. So I just want to make sure he's well taken care of. He's 80, and he's stubborn as shit, so I want to make sure that, I get the best of the best for him,
Yes. Okay. Thank you for sharing that information. And may I ask really quick, what is your uncle's name?
Yeah, my uncle's name is Mr. John. Yeah, that's his first name.
Okay, perfect. And is Mr. John on Medicare at all?
Nah, he doesn't trust the government. That guy's he's loaded, man. That guy's pretty rich. So he doesn't trust the government. So he's I think he's into crypto or something like that. And he secretly revealed to me how much money he's got in crypto, and it's a lot of cash. And so he's not hurting for money, and he doesn't want to deal with the Medicare thing because it's a headache,
Yeah, I completely understand. So it sounds like Mr. John is very savvy. He knows exactly what he wants. And looks like he will actually be one of a great candidate for our services. Now, the other question I have for you is, does he require any specialized care, like the use of any special equipment?
So since he just had the hip surgery, he's using this walker the hospital gave him. You know those little walkers where you just walk like this? And every time I visit him, he's trying to not use it because he's in denial. He's 80. He acts like he's a teenager sometimes. You know how it is, right? Those old stubborn guys. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Have you worked with those kind of guys? Have you worked with those kind of guys? I'm sorry, I cut you off there. Have you worked with those kind of guys that are stubborn before?
Yes, actually, at least 60% of our clients are stubborn. As you know, they are very independent. They have made a great life for themselves, and it's very challenging to receive help from just anybody. So they rather do it by themselves because they don't trust a lot of people. So I am very, very familiar with clients like Mr. John.
Cool.
So, as I was stating earlier, you said the patient is currently struggling with just walking, his surgery.
Yeah, so...
Now, does that seem to be long-term or short-term?
So what the hospital recommended is that he gets some help for a couple of months while he's recovering. So I think it's anywhere between 3 to 6 months there, because I guess that's how long it takes. Since he's old, I guess the recovery is going to be much longer. That's what, because the hospital trusts me with that information because they don't trust him, because so they give me all this information. So I'm responsible for him at this point. So what I need is somebody to come in, make sure he's eating, he's taking his medication, and all the errands that he needs to be run around the house, like laundry and stuff like that, are taken care of. Because he does that by himself most of the time,
Yeah, I completely understand. So what I'm hearing you say is that Mr. John is, again, very independent, very stubborn, but very savvy, know exactly what he wants. But he is in a little bit of denial that he needs assistance.
Correct.
And you being the responsible party for him, you are seeking someone that will pretty much help with his assisted daily living. services such as eating, taking his medication, laundry, running any errands, and reduce the risk of falling because because of his walking impairment at this moment. According to the doctor, what the physicians are stating that he could recover anywhere from 3 to 6 months. But as an agency, we like to monitor that ongoing so that if within a 5th or 6th month we see that he may need additional services, we'll then reach out to you and then we'll come back in and readjust the plan of care if that is necessary. Is that sound like that's what you're looking for? Did I hit everything?
Wow, you nailed everything. And one more thing, let me add one more thing. He was married for a long time, right? Like 50 years. He's an old school guy. And I told you his wife just passed, and she was like really like his best friend. So he only trusted her. So to have somebody come in and, he's going to feel like he or she is trying to replace his wife. So he's got high standards. So am I going to get the best though, Ebony? Am I going to get the best?
Listen, you definitely are going to get the best. One service we pride ourselves on is companionship. We truly believe in building relationships, and one way we do that is getting to know them, asking them those intimate questions and spending time with them, asking what they like to do, and actually engaging with them on a daily basis. We pay attention to their moods. If their moods change, do they want to be bothered today? Do they not want to be bothered today? We're really, really intuitive when it comes to our clients. We don't treat them as clients. We treat them as family.
Wow.
Right? Because almost every individual, every caregiver has taken care of a family member. So he will be in great hands. We will provide that companionship, and he will definitely feel like family.
Perfect.
So, how does all of that sound?
Wow, I feel like I want to be taken care of now. Okay, sounds great. He's a lucky man. I'm glad you called me back.
Yes, no, we are lucky as well, and we're going to work together to build this relationship and this partnership so that he is safe, comfortable, and he can continue, investing in his crypto, watching his favorite TV shows, all while feeling safe in the comfort of his own home.
Yeah, he's into old school Western movies too. I'm sorry, we got distracted, but yeah. I don't expect the caregiver to care about it, but just FYI,
No, that is important to us. We like to know that. So, it sounds like this is something that you may be interested in. How soon are you looking to get started with care?
Immediately. Like I said, I'm very busy, and I'm pretty much being made the main caretaker for him. And I just don't have the time. I love my uncle and everything, but I just don't have time. The only time I have is to visit him once a month just to make sure he's good. But besides that, I don't have time. So, immediately.
Once a month. Well, that works for us because we do have the time, and we are so excited to onboard your uncle. But before we do that, I just want to let you know I have assembled an elite team of well-vetted caregivers among what I consider the finest in the city to ensure that Mr. John receives exceptional, personalized care of the highest standard. Now, I can have one of my elite caregivers stop by Mr. John's home for an hour at no cost to you or him and provide a free assessment. Would you like that?
What? I heard free? Who does that? I'm gonna get something for free here? Are you serious, Ebony? Are you serious?
Yeah.
How come nobody wants to offer me anything for free? Everybody's trying to take from me. Of course I want that.
Yeah.
Of course.
Perfect. It's not about the money for us. It's truly making sure we are a great fit, and he, is willing to work with us, because Mr. John has to buy into it as well.
Of course.
Yeah. So we really want to give you that face-to-face, personal encounter to begin with.
I do have a question, Ebony, real quick. You said you've assembled an elite team. I've kind of called other agencies and they tell me, they have good caregivers and everything. But, my uncle's kind of old school. He's 80. And I've kind of observed a lot of caregivers out there, a lot of nurses. Their attitude is a little off. And I know my uncle is very judgmental. Remember, this guy's 80. He's been to Vietnam War. He's always talking about how great America was at one point, and he doesn't understand these new kids. You know what I'm saying? So he's very judgmental. Am I going to get somebody that's a good fit for an old school guy like that?
Absolutely, you sure will. Not only are our caregivers trained CNAs, home health aides, RNs as well, but we take it a step above and we train on customer service. We train on being professional. We train on really adapting to the client as well. So yes, top notch. You will definitely get that great, what we call customer service. We complete customer surveys all the time. So if our caregivers are not providing great customer service, we will definitely know about it and we will, take care of it immediately.
Love it.
So yes.
Love it. Deal.
Yes.
Oh, one more thing. He doesn't like people who steal. He doesn't like people who steal because he's always talking about, I don't want people at my house because they might steal my stuff. So,
yeah.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
Excellent.
Okay, good.
That is a great concern as well. So we do complete background checks up front. So we do not work with any caregivers or home health aides or CNAs who have any theft, felonies, or any priors to stealing as well. And we are also insured and bonded. So yes, he will definitely be in great hands as well with that. But
good.
That is a great question and a great concern.
Yeah, and he doesn't mind paying. You know what I'm saying? To make sure he gets the best. So money's not a problem for him. Perfect.
So I am super excited to have Candace, who I believe will be a great fit for Mr. John, just considering his personality and considering what his needs are to complete that assessment. So all we need at this stage is Mr. John's address so that we can send Candace over to him to provide the free assessment. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Do you have a pen handy? I'll just give you my address right now.
Yes, I sure do.
Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
All right. It's 123 Candace Boulevard.
Okay.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
All right. And then when you send Candace over, I'll be there. I want to make sure I also vet her out. So
okay.
What's the availability there?
Yes, I was going to ask you the same question. So she is available anywhere from, let me check the schedule really quick. I can have her as early as 8 a.m. and as late as 6 p.m. for a visit.
All right, deal. Or what could make sense is send me your calendar. I will do the same thing that I did when I scheduled this call. I'll book a perfect time on your calendar. Send me all your details to my email.
Perfect. I do like the idea, so I'll go ahead and get that sent to your email. Just want to confirm that is Mr. Bill 35@gmail.com.
You got it.
All right, perfect. So go ahead and be looking for that calendar invite. It will also provide you detailed information on what will take place as Candace is within the home. You will also receive reminders up until the date. So don't be alarmed. We just want to make sure that, if anything changes, you're able to let us know. We can also communicate that to you as well. How does that sound? Is all of this making sense?
Love it. Thank you so much, Ebony. This has been a great call. All right, I got a jet, so I'll look out for your email, okay?
right, perfect. And have fun in your upcoming vacation. And thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.
You too. I hope you guys got some value from this video. If you're interested in working with Ebony, I only want people who are serious, because a lot of people are not serious. So I only want to connect Ebony with those home care agency owners that are serious. How I know you're serious is if you schedule a call with me, I'll link you with Ebony, and then Ebony's gonna field all your sales calls. But you have to pay her, of course. She doesn't work for free. If she can convince a wealthy client to do business with you, trust me, it's game over. You're gonna take over the city. Schedule time. I'll put a link in the description of this video. You snooze, you lose. She's only one person, so once she's fully booked, you can't work with her anymore because the price is about to go up. She's that good. Schedule time. Talk to you soon.